Namaste. Welcome to Agriculture Affairs in Nepal with me, Nirmala Basnet. Dear viewers, let us start the program with the main affairs of the day. Heavy rains since last Sunday have damaged paddy crops of farmers in most parts of the country. The Land Revenue Office Qatari of Udaipur district has started a land service center through online system. Home Minister Balkrishna Khan has said that there has been a separate natural calamity in Nepal recently and it is time to be vigilant. Plus more. Let us continue the program with the sugarcane price. The sugar is at our table with high price. The farmers in the sugarcane growing districts are always complaining that they are not getting the price for their sugarcane. Not only that, they are saying that they are not paid for years for the sugarcane. There have been many struggles. There was a death last winter. The sugarcane for this year is almost in since it is October. The government fixes the price of the sugarcane each year to make the trade between the industrialists and the farmers fair. The government has started the process of fixing the minimum support price for sugarcane. Let us look at this news report for a little while. The government has started the process of fixing the minimum support price for sugarcane. To determine the support price of this year's sugarcane, government employees have already visited the fields of 8 districts in the Terai where sugarcane is produced. The support price of the sugarcane will be fixed within the next 2 weeks, the ministry said. According to the Secretary of the Ministry, Krishna Prasad Acharya, the details regarding the pricing of sugarcane will be made public as soon as it is received from the Department of Agriculture. The government has fixed the minimum support price of sugarcane at 544 rupees per quintal in the last fiscal year. The farmers had received a subsidy of 65 rupees per quintal from the government for selling sugarcane. This year, the support price of sugarcane will be increased slightly compared to the previous year, the ministry said. After the news report, let us now talk about agriculture implements. Agriculture in the 21st century is the most advanced ever. We have machines for almost everything. This means that the human labor is reduced to only 1.53% in the USA. This is a great achievement for the mankind. In the developing countries like ours, we still have a long way to go. Most of the farmers are only literate. They are not formally well educated. This means that they are not aware of the science behind agriculture. With people realizing that new technology is available for agriculture, there's new hope in Nepali agriculture. The use of small agricultural implements has been increasing in Jhapa lately due to shortage of manpower, cost, and time. Let us look at this news report for a little while. The use of small agricultural implements has been increasing in Jhapa lately due to a shortage of manpower, cost, and time. Farmers have become self-reliant after cultivating using small agricultural implements in the absence of human labor resources. Farmers say that with the increase in the use of small agricultural tools, agricultural work is also becoming easier. Farmers who have been struggling due to agricultural work due to lack of agricultural labor have now got a lot of relief from such agricultural implements. Farmers said that use of small agricultural implements has become an alternative to agricultural labor and it has provided a lot of relief in agricultural work. Although the use of agricultural implements in the agricultural sector has facilitated agricultural work, the use of implements is also becoming very expensive for the farmers due to the compulsion to pay high price for the purchase of fuel and spare parts used in the implements. After the news report, let us now talk about damage due to the wild elephants. Elephants in Jhapa have been a problem for the farmers there. A team led by Dr. Khadga Basnet, a scientist at the Tribhuvan University for the past 39 years, has been working on human-wildlife conflict. The team has been working to make peace for many years. There have been many studies and many solutions have been applied, yet the problem of decreasing forested areas and increase in the need for agriculture for human use has been a problem there. This is a call for agroforestry where animals and humans can live together. Herds of wild elephants have damaged farmers' rice crops. Let us look at this news report for a little while.
Herds of wild elephants have damaged the farmers' rice crops. A herd of elephants has invaded the paddy fields of farmers in Suklafanta Municipality 2 of Kanchanpur district from Chura area and damaged the paddy kept at home. The herd of elephants has damaged the paddy and threshed the rice ears brought by the farmers for threshing at home. About 1.5 bighas of land of 5 families has been damaged. Similarly, the herd of elephants has damaged the planted banana in school areas and ward number 3. It is also said that the vegetable crop planted by the farmers of 3 has also been damaged.
After the news report, let us now talk about paddy that has been inundated in Japa. Japa is the rice bowl of the country. It is reported that 10% of the paddy in Japa is inundated. This means a great loss for the country. We will have to import a great amount from other countries. Nepali people are finally coming out of the homes to work due to Corona. Other districts are also reported to have lost a great deal this year. The hope of covering the loss of other income sources with agriculture is lost for many farmers. Paddy crop has been inundated due to unseasonal rains in Japa Superzone area. Let us look at this news report for a little while.
Paddy crop has been inundated due to unseasonal rains in Japa Superzone area. According to the Agriculture Knowledge Center, Japa, Ranjit, Mansuli, Garima and Ramthan varieties of paddy have been inundated by the rains. This paddy starts ripening from the last week of Asur. According to the Agriculture Knowledge Center, Japa, the paddy was cut and dried by the farmers. According to the center, more than 10% of the paddy has been wasted. Due to the timely rains, the farmers were relieved to plant the paddy, but farmers are in trouble after a sudden downpour while harvesting the crop.
After the news report, it is time to talk about report on paddy in the western part of the country. The whole country is crying due to loss of paddy due to heavy rain past week. Farmers are crying out loud looking at their fields which have been inundated. The Nepali government has collected data on loss. Actual figure is yet to come out. At this time, the farmers are asking for compensation. It is a terrible time for the Nepali people. The businesses are all at loss due to the lockdown. Now the paddy has been damaged during the time of harvest. Heavy rains since last Sunday have damaged paddy crops of farmers in most parts of the country. Let us look at this news report for a little while.
Heavy rains since last Sunday have damaged paddy crops of farmers in most parts of the country. The paddy of farmers in Saptari, Bardia, Mohotari, Persa, Japa, Jumla, Tanaldura, Kanchanpur, Bajang, Bardia, Kailali, Doti, Sunsari, Dailek, Darchula, Bajura, and Surkhet has been washed away by wind and water. Farmers are facing more problems as the unripened paddy is also inundated by the floods. Rice crops of 18 municipalities of Saptari have been damaged. Farmers have been affected due to the waterlogging in ripe paddy crop. They are unhappy that they have not been able to harvest the paddy planted in the field due to the wind and rain. According to the Agriculture Knowledge Center, paddy has been affected in 8 municipalities in the western part of the district. According to the Agriculture Knowledge Center, Parsa, about 2,000 hectares of paddy crop has been destroyed in Parsa district due to the heavy rains. According to the head of the center, details of the damage have been collected on the basis of on-site inspection conducted on Tuesday and Wednesday. Similarly, unseasonal rains have inundated paddy in Japa Superzone area. According to the Agriculture Knowledge Center, Japa, Ranjit, Mansuli, Garima and Ramthan varieties of paddy have been inundated by the rains. According to the center, more than 10% of the paddy has been wasted. Fields in Jumla, where Marsi paddy is grown, has been inundated. Farmers are worried after the rice crop was submerged in the flood. About 100 ropanis of paddy planted in Nayapani of Tatopani village has been washed away by the flood. The situation is similar in other districts. Various organizations working in the field of agriculture have immediately collected the details of damage and drew the attention of the government to provide relief to the farmers. The National Farmers Commission has urged the government to immediately announce relief, compensation and rehabilitation programs for the farmers affected by the floods and inundation. Similarly, the All Nepal Farmers Federation, which is close to the CPN-UML, has also demanded the government to provide relief to the farmers whose crops have been damaged due to rains, floods, and drowning. CPN Unified Socialist has demanded the government to provide relief to the farmers whose paddy crop has been damaged due to incessant rains.
After the news report, it is time to take a small commercial break. Stay with Krishi Television. After the commercial break, welcome back to Agriculture Affairs in Nepal. Dear viewers, let us now talk about the problem of farmers. They have lost homes, food, and belongings in many cases. The earthquake had caused a lot of damage to the country's economy. We are slowly coming out of the damage. Now our crop has been damaged. This is not controlled by human will. The climate change, which is caused by too much use of the natural resources, is why there's a problem in agriculture. If we look at the whole world, there are many climatic problems which affect the way of production. It is as if the hope of the farmers who have been working day and night in the hope of growing a lot by eating little has turned into despair due to the incessant rains for the past 3 days. Let us look at this news report for a little while.
It is as if the hope of the farmers who have been working day and night in the hope of growing a lot by eating little has turned into despair due to the incessant rains for 3 days. Farmers are worried about what to do now as the paddy is drowned. This is Junumani Tharu of Bardia District, Rajpur Municipality, Ward number 3. She said that it was a glimpse of the suffering of the farmers who were inundated due to the incessant rains for 4 consecutive days. In Dashai, her dream of eating sweets with her family was shattered by the floods that came along with the incessant rains. There is no clothes to wear, no grain to eat, and no place to live. Junumani Tharu's heart is stopped after losing all her possessions. She could not hold back the tears in her eyes and left crying when she saw the paddy and the collapsed house in the flooded field. Currently, the situation of most of the farmers across the country is similar to that of Junumani Tharu. The farmers have been working day and night in the hope of growing a lot. The incessant rains have destroyed the paddy planted in 10 blocks of Junumani and destroyed not only the grass but also the tin-roofed house.
मोर नाम जुगमानी हो हाँ मोर नाम जुगमानी हो थरो इंडिया तई सामान नहीं भगाई सकली एक ठो छावा बस मैं दे ढकाल रुनु आज फिर उठूं सकू लद्यालै.
Her husband Bhagiram Tharu is in India for employment. She has only a 15-year-old son with her. Junumani, 45, is now worried about how to live and what to eat and what to feed her son.
और फिर भटक गिल फुट फे सब गिने का फुट गिने मोटो खर्चे गिल बाहर गिल ना वह मार में भिन रुचि रखूं नात पात फे नहीं लगे आई नहीं.
However, most of the farmers in the country are suffering like this. The paddy harvested in the fields of many people have been submerged, while the remaining paddy has been submerged as well, and some of them have become useless. The hard work of the year, the investment, the hope of burning the stove from the same paddy, the hope of earning some financial income have been drowned out by the rains. The state government, local government, and the agriculture knowledge centers have started collecting details of the damage.
After the news report, let us now talk about paddy damaged in State 1. 50,000 hectares have been affected by the rains this past week in State 1. This is breaking the hearts of the Nepalese East and West. At this time, the Nepali government is working to resolve the problem caused by the loss. The farmers need to be compensated in order for them to be producing for the country. At this time, the government should be making strategy to combat climate change in the long run. According to the Ministry of Agriculture, the floods and strong winds along with the unseasonal rains have damaged about 50,000 hectares of ripe paddy in State 1. Let us look at this news report for a little while.
According to the Ministry of Agriculture, the floods and strong winds, along with the unseasonal rains, have damaged about 50,000 hectares of rye paddy in the State 1. Although the initial estimate is 50,000 hectares, the details of the damage may increase, the ministry said. According to the ministry, all the harvested paddy has been destroyed and the remaining paddy has fallen into the water. Paddy was sown in 336,000 hectares in 14 districts of State 1 this year, out of which 50,000 hectares, or about 15% of the paddy crop, has been damaged by water and wind. About 3% of the 15% damage is completely damaged. The wind and floods have damaged 9,896 hectares in Morong, 9,700 hectares in Sunsari, and 13,125 hectares in Chapa.
After the news report, let us now talk about Land Revenue Office. The Land Revenue will be online in Qatari. This is a great advancement. There will be no handwritten papers. The land ownership is being recorded online. The people are excited that they will have better service. This could be more convenient than carrying the paper documents. This also could be a challenge for people who are not literate. When the people have the proof in their hand, they would be more secure if they are not literate. However, for a more educated community, this could be a better option. The Land Revenue Office Qatari of Udaipur district has started a land service center through online system. Let us look at this news report for a little while.
The Land Revenue Office Qatari of Udaipur district has started a land service center through online system. The arrangement of land registration and name transfer from the Land Revenue Office online has been implemented. It is said that the work in writing will be stopped completely after the implementation of the land service center in the Land Revenue Office. Netraraj Vandari, head of the Land Revenue Office Qatari, said that a written pass cannot be passed while the land service is in operation, and all work will be done online. After the commencement of the Land Service Center, the entire Land Revenue Accounting Center will be transformed into a Land Service Center. As all the work related to land is done through online technology, it is simple and easy to get service from land service, said the service recipients. According to the Land Revenue Office Qatari, the handwritten property will be displaced through the Land Service Center and the office will be closed.
After the news report, let us now talk about what the Home Minister is saying. On the occasion of International Disaster Risk Reduction Day on Friday, the Home Minister gave assurance to the Nepali people. He informed that the Nepali government has been working to help the people in trouble. According to him, Nepali people need to cooperate with the international community to solve the problem. The world is a small village and we're all suffering the effects of climate change together. At this time, we need to study more and find solution to the problem. Home Minister Balkrishna Khan has said that there has been a separate natural calamity in Nepal recently and it is time to be vigilant. Let us look at this news report for a little while.
Home Minister Balkrishna Khan has said that there has been a separate natural calamity in Nepal recently and it is time to be vigilant. Speaking on the occasion of International Disaster Risk Reduction Day in Kathmandu on Friday, Minister Khan said that isolated natural calamities were causing challenge. He said that the flooding in Sindhupalchok was also a new form of natural calamity, stating that the rising and falling sea level has created a challenge not only for Nepal but also for the international community. Minister Khan said that the cooperation with the international community is also needed to reduce Nepal's natural disasters.
अन्तर्राष्ट्रिय समुदायलाई पनि नेपालको प्राकृतिक प्रकोप या प्राकृतिक जुन चुनौतीहरू छ यसको संरक्षणलाई त्यसलाई कसरी चाहिँ नि हामीले साथै लिएर हिँड्ने यो धेरै ठूलो चुनौती हाम्रो काँधमा आएको छ। राष्ट्रिय विपद न्यूनीकरण तथा व्यवस्थापन प्राधिकरण बनाएको छ। यो विपद प्राकृतिक विपदकै न्यूनीकरणका लागि, रोकथामका लागि, व्यवस्थापनका लागि अब यो नयाँ संस्था पनि हो हाम्रो। यसलाई हामीले उचित सरसल्लाह पनि दिन सक्छौं। यसको दिशा चाहिँ नि अझै सुस्पष्ट पनि पार्न सक्छौं। त्यसका लागि म यो महत्त्वपूर्ण कार्यक्रमबाट यो अन्तर्राष्ट्रिय दिवसमा अन्तर्राष्ट्रिय समुदायलाई पनि आग्रह गर्न चाहन्छु।
He claimed that the recent floods and landslides had killed more than 100 people and left many homeless, and that the government had worked for the well-being of the people.
This is all in Agriculture Affairs in Nepal with me, Nirmala Basnet. Before I go, let us review the main affairs of the day. Heavy rains since last Sunday have damaged paddy crops of farmers in most parts of the country. The Land Revenue Office Qatari of Udaipur district has started a land service center through online system. Home Minister Balkrishna Khan has said that there has been a separate natural calamity in Nepal recently and it is time to be vigilant. Thank you for watching Agriculture Affairs in Nepal with me, Nirmala Basnet. I'll be back with more affairs next time. Till then, Jai Krishi, Jai Kishan. Samriddha Krishi, Nepal Kushan.